a whale watching trip, okay? And this was in Seattle, so it was a really kind of a nice day for once. Normally it's always rainy there.
I went to a camp one time. It was Camp Curry, and they had motorboating. And we had to drive the boats. We got taught how to drive the boats, and we were driving like around buoys. And one of the drivers in my boat like actually just started like they were controlling it the wrong way, and they turned it around, and they just started like driving towards like the tree line. And I generally thought we were gonna hit it, and then the counselor kind of turned it the other way. And it was a scary moment because we just barely missed it.
Fish story, a boat story is that we was on the river one day fishing limb lines and snag lines, and snakes crawled up in a boat with us, and I tried to get out.
We were tubing, and I wasn't on the tube in particular, but we were tubing by Prizer Point right across from Hurricane Creek campground in that bay. And one of the big old yachts came pulling out, and they gunned it because they saw us tubing, and they had these monster waves. And so we had to slow down, and whenever we made our rounds to go through them, I say the tube went about 50 feet in the air. I mean, just way up here.
We went to the Buffalo River and going canoeing, and we got started about 2 miles down the river. A thunderstorm popped up, tornado set down upon us. Through the canoes and trees, set down right on top of where Haley and I were at. Piled the limbs on top of us, canoe hit me in the back, and then after the tornado goes through and rips through the area, then we had about 10 more miles of canoeing to do to get back to where we were gonna get taken out. So, first time that my wife ever went canoeing, probably the last time she'll ever go canoeing with me, but it was a blast, and God saved us. God gave us the opportunity to be able to do what we're doing today.
Well, me and my cousin, we were all tubing on the lake on a pontoon, and we saw this big party boat going, probably one of the bigger ones on the lake. And next thing we know, we going into one of them big waves off its back. I'd say probably went almost 3 or 4 feet above pontoon. We were about 20 feet in the air.
A good time I had on the lake was when me and my parents went fishing, and we probably fished for a couple of hours. We were catching bass left and right, and they were good sized bass too, a couple pounds. My mom almost caught a 6-pound one, but broke her line right as she got it up to the boat. She was mad about that one. It was pretty funny.
So my cousin Jackson, he took us out on a boat down in a river in Florida or something with his friend, and he told us that the boat was super upscale and everything, had a full-on bathroom and everything. The boat had a hole in the bottom, literally a hole in the bottom, and the bathroom and everything was a bucket. And so it was a kind of messed up boat, but we still went down and it kept on having problems and everything. But it was an okay ride.
So my boat story is one time I was out on the lake with my cousins, and we were all going out there and fishing, and me, my little sister, and my other sister, we all caught our first fish.
So one day we were on the way to the lake, and we got there and we were getting ready to go out, and my mom's ex-husband forgot to put the plug in there, and the whole boat started sinking.
Moving the boat, and I about flipped off forwards, and it was funny because I hit my head on the boat and I just cracked up.
We were on our way back from fishing, and then there was like he made a hard cut with the boat, and then there was like a whole group of birds that came over and started pooping on us.
I was on the boat once, we were fishing, and a great bass flew into my face.
Okay, I fell out of the boat because I tripped over while we were going at a high speed.
A while ago, my granny took me and my 3 sisters to a speedboat, and we rode on the lake for the entire day.
There's this one time I was out on the boat with my family. I was young, probably 10 years old, and this big storm came, and I remember the waves got so big that my dad kind of banked the boat. We had to get out, and we had to get out of the boat to take shelter from the elements and take shelter, that way our boat wouldn't get destroyed. So sometimes it is good to get out of the boat.
This one time when we was getting off the boat, we all tried to get off in the front, and one time it tipped and the fish popped on it.
I went tubing.
Like, I've been kayaking a couple times. I really haven't been much. I'm not much of a fisher, or I don't go out on boats much.